Yo, what's good? You know what I mean? How y'all doing? Yo, listen. I know it's been about, 3 months since my first video. Forgive me, bro. It was a mistake. I'm sorry, bro. But hey, listen, we back at it, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, we finna get this. We finna get this shit out there, bro. I'm really finna give y'all this content, bro. Stop playing with me, man. Oh, this dude is supposed to be next to Zario. What am I doing? Anyway, it don't matter. Listen though. So what we finna be doing, we finna get this tier list started. You know what I mean? Now, here's the deal, right? I'm finna give y'all my opinion on these motherfuckers and we gonna see what's good. Now, first we got Mr. Bodvar. Now listen, Bodvar, he's an OG, bro. He's been in the game for as long as the game's been the game. So we can't really, bullshit him. I'm finna give him like an A tier. Oh, why the hell is B tier up there? Ooh, what's going on? Yeah, we'll give him A tier though. Alright, now with him being an A tier, I mean, he's a pretty good all-around character. His movement's alright, his damage is good, his defense is good, so ain't really nothing you could complain about when it comes to him. But for me, he's not really S tier though, because I got a few characters in mind who I feel like are S tier. Second, we got Cassidy. Now Cassidy, she's a pretty good character, except for when people fucking sig spam her, but she's alright. I can't really say that I've had much experience using her because I haven't, but I'm gonna give her a B. She's not horrible, but I just don't play her at all. Now Orion, definite D for sure. People, bro, I hate Orion players so much because they love to spam. Everything is just SIGs, bro, and I can't stand it. It's whatever though. They could do what they want, but he finna be in the D tier. I'm not about to sit here and bullshit. I'm not playing these games, bro. After that, we got Lord Frax. Lord Frax, I mean, he's alright. He's okay. I'm not gonna lie. He a little gangster. He got a little bit of gangster in him. So I have to say he probably goes in B tier with Cassidy. Not finna lie. Nash. Okay, Nash is a pretty good character. He's strong as shit, but I guess it's just his weapons. I feel like his weapons are a bit weird. I mean, he has the hammer and the spear, and I don't really get it. I think spear should probably be for more agile characters, and not to say that he's slow or anything, but it's just like a hammer and a spear. That's a weird combo for me, so I'm gonna give him a C, not because he's bad, just because I don't like his weapon combination. Next up we got Queen Nai. Now Queen Nai, she's a pretty alright character. I like her. Okay, for instance, she's a spear character too, but she got katars, you feel me? And her katars and spear, they go well together, so I have to give her, see, I would give her a B, but I'm gonna have to put her in C just because there's a lot of Queen Nai players that sig so much, it's horrible. But the Orions are worse, no cap, they are way worse. Then we gonna run on with Sir Roland. Now Sir Roland, not finna lie, he's not bad. He's alright. When it comes to Sir Roland, I'd have to say his weapon combination for me, rocket lantern, sword, he's pretty good. Obviously he's a knight, so I could see why the sword and the rocket lance make sense. He's a knight, so I mean, it's alright, you feel me? I'm gonna give him a B though, because he is strong as shit. He really is. Hattori, oh my god, one of my favorite characters, actually one of my mains too. So obviously I'm finna be biased as fuck and put her in S tier, you feel me? Because for one, she's just amazing, bro. She's a demon, bro. She's a half demon ninja, bro. What gets any better than that, you feel me? Obviously y'all know her weapon combo, spear and sword. Pretty nice weapon combo, if I do say so myself. It's pretty agile. She's pretty versatile. And then her signatures and all of that, like, they're pretty well made, bro. Like, this motherfucker be disappearing and backflipping and somersaulting and all that. So she's pretty nice. I top tier character for me. Let's go on to Scarlet. Now, Scarlet, she's alright, but the only thing I don't like about her is that hammer. I mean, the hammer is okay, but I personally, I don't really play her. I'm not finna lie, bro. I don't really play her like that. And every Scarlet player that I have played has been complete and utter dog shit. So I'm gonna have to put this Scarlet in D tier. Get mad, stay mad. If you want to do something about it, 1v1 me in one of my lives, bro. Y'all ain't with it though. Yeah. Let's go on to Thatch. Now, Thatch, he a gangster, bro. I'm not finna lie, bro. He's a gangster. He's a pirate. Obviously, you know, he got the swords and the guns and all of that. Pretty lit. He got really good splash damage. Like, his splash damage is actually disgusting sometimes. I'm not even about to lie. He's pretty, and then on top of that, he's from Barbados, bro. Like, he's a real island boy, you feel me? Like, he's from the Caribbean, bro. I am from the Bahamas, so, like, that's pretty much, like, that's lit as shit. But his SIGs and everything are pretty good as well, so I'm gonna have to put him in B tier. He's pretty nice. I won't put any of these. I don't think I'm gonna have anyone in E tier. Well, no, I lied. I know exactly what I'm gonna have in E tier. But anyway, let's keep going until I get there. Let's go on with Ada. Now, Ada, she's okay. She's all right, but I personally don't like her simply because these motherfuckers be spamming that side sig too much, and I hate it. So she's finna go in D. Like, bro, a lot of the times, or at least for this tier list specifically, I'm finna base this shit off of their player base, bro. Like, I'm really about to. Queen I should actually be lower, not even finna lie. Saying that, Queen I should honestly be lower because her players are complete AIDS, bro. But it's cool, it's alright. Sentinel. Sentinel, I've seen a lot of Sentinel players, but they're not, how can I say, Sentinel players aren't bad. They're not really, I don't really see a lot of them though. That's the thing, I really don't. So I'm gonna put him in C, simply because for one, I haven't had enough experience with him yet to say if I like him or not. But the Sentinels that I have seen aren't top tier, you feel me? Like, they're not in really good ranks, if you know what I mean. Like, that's just me though. Like I said, if y'all want to prove me wrong, come in my lives and show me what's up. I go live almost every day on Brawlhalla, so just show me how you are as a Sentinel or whatever. If your main is up here and you're like, oh, he's so biased, and yeah, bro, come do something about it. Like, run my fucking fade, bro. What is you talking about? But anyway though, we got Lucian next. Lucian, honestly, one of my favorite characters. Awesome character. Obviously, you know, he's I mean, he is kind of like a, you know, a pirate himself. So just like that, she is a pirate. So I'm gonna say, but here's the thing though, he was actually one of my mains as well, but I'm not gonna put him in S tier because blasters isn't really my forte. I really don't like blasters too much, but I am good with guitars, so I really did use him a lot. And then his blasters aren't bad, especially his signatures and whatnot. Like, he's pretty okay. But yeah, man, let me see. Okay, so this is who we got next. Bryn, you know, obviously she's like the angel-y, guardian angel type of chick. And well, no, I'm sorry, her species is a Valkyrie. I forgot, my bad. She's okay. Like, all of these characters for me, they're not really top tier. That's the thing, they're all right. Bryn is nice though. Like, but a lot of her player base, they like to spam with the axe. And here's the thing, axe isn't a necessarily like easy weapon to play with, so I gotta give him credit for that. But at the same time, some of them are repetitive in the way that they play. So Bryn, I would have to probably put as a C tier character. Mind you, like I said, she's not horrible or anything, but she is all right. Let's see. Okay, now this is Asuri. Asuri, you know, her weapon combo is the katars and the sword, which is pretty nice, you know, considering she's a cat, or like, you know, I mean, what is she? She's a cat. Yeah, she is a cat. You know, she got the guitars and the sword, you know, sharp stuff, claws, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, I guess it does make sense. And then her agility also does, you know, help with it. So I'm gonna have to say Asuri is gonna be tier B for me. There's not really much I could say about her. Like, mind you, a lot of these characters I don't really normally use. I use a lot of them, but not really religiously. But I do try to be as impartial as possible, even though there is obviously a little bit of bias in my opinion or whatever, but you know, it's cool. All right, so we got Baraza up next. Now Baraza, he's a pretty okay guy. I mean, he's powerful. He hits really hard, and then, you know, he has the axe and the blasters and whatnot, and it's pretty cool because, you know, he is so, oh my bad, he is sort of like a Fallout character, you know, like in the apocalypse or whatever. So he's a pretty tough dude. And then Baraza players, they're not necessarily cancer, they're not that bad, they're not horrible, but a lot of them do, I guess you could say, abuse a lot of his signatures, because his signatures are pretty good. They are powerful and they do a lot of damage. So, but I will say that Baraza would have to be probably A tier, because it isn't like he's a extremely easy character to play. Like, he has axe and he has blasters. So anyone that's able to play with him, they can really show his potential and show just how much he's capable of. Ember, E tier. Fuck that. Them players. Anyone that uses Ember, I hate it. I'm so sorry, bro, but like, that side signature with the wolf is just so bad, bro. Oh my god, I don't even want to speak on this no more. Screw that. She's finished. You're done. Azoth. Okay, so Azoth, you know, Lord of the Dead, yada yada, one man dynasty and all of that. He's okay. He's alright. Azoth, I don't really like him simply because he had, like, a lot of his signatures are like splash damage and whatnot, and I feel like people just use him because it's easy to hit with him, and I don't dig that. Like, that's not cool. So he probably gonna have to go in D tier, not gonna lie. Okay, so Koji is actually a pretty nice character. He isn't easy to use by any stretch of the word, because he does have the bow, and bows aren't easy to use, but he does have a sword that helps balance it out. And then his stats aren't bad either. Like, his stats are pretty fucking balanced, bro. And I could say that I genuinely like it. Like, it's not like he's a shitty character. I've used him before, and it's pretty satisfying when you hit a lot of those sigs, bro. Like, straight up, like, it's pretty satisfying. And then his stats, like I said, they aren't bad at all. Like, they aren't horrible. So I have to put him up there, probably in A tier. He's pretty good. He's a pretty nice character. Ulgrim. Okay, now, you know, obviously Ulgrim, I think, yeah, he's a blacksmith. He got the axe and he got the rocket launch, and he actually isn't the worst character in the game, but he isn't the best either. Like, for me, he moves a little bit slow, and then I don't know, I just don't like rocket lances, and like I said, axe isn't really the easiest weapon to play with, especially when you got a character that isn't really that fast. So I'm gonna have to probably put him in. I'm gonna put him in C tier because he isn't horrible, bro. Like, he isn't that bad, but he's not great. You know what I mean? Okay, so Diana, that's her name, Diana, the Monster Hunter. Okay, so she has the bow and then she has the guns, which is it's a pretty balanced weapon combo. Obviously, like I said, blasters and bows, they're not the easiest stuff to use, but Diana, her character actually uses them pretty well, especially with the signatures that she got. And I guess that's something you could actually appreciate, bro, because a lot of the times people pick characters based off of how easy it is to use them, and people who use Diana, they don't necessarily tend to, like I say, spam too much. They don't sig abuse or whatever. Yeah, though, her, she'd probably have to go in. I'm gonna put her in C tier simply because, but I will put her before Olgrim though, because she is a little bit better than him. Okay, so next character we have is going to be Jayla. Now, Jayla, I'm not really too fond of her at all. Like, I guess you could say she's okay, but at the same time, I think she's like a, like a tribal warrior, Viking-ish type of person. Not really a Viking, but like a tribal warrior, whatever. Or a barbarian, I think she is. But she is... her player base isn't horrible, bro. They aren't like the worst people in the world, but at the same time, I don't really play her at all, and I don't really see a lot of people that do play her, or at least play her well enough for me to put her anywhere above D. I'm sorry, Jayla players. Like I said, fight me for it. Core. Okay, so obviously, Core is just made of rock, so it would make sense that he's a bit slower than the other characters. But his weapons make up for that though, because they are friggin' powerful, bro. Like, he got the gauntlets, and then he got the grapple hammer, which is pretty nice. Like, he's a pretty well balanced character when it comes to those. Like, they make up for his slowness with power, so it's a reason that he's slow. You see what I'm saying? So I'm actually finna put him in B tier simply because he is a pretty good character once you properly learn him. Like, I'm not finna hold y'all, bro. Alright, Wushang, top tier. Not really. Actually, yes, he's an S tier character, bro. His whole weapon combo is just immaculate. Spear and gauntlets. He's a monk, bro. So, he got hands, and then on top of that, he got the spear to finish you off. He like distance, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, he knows martial arts. Like, stop playing with this man, bro. He really be out here just mollywopping the fuck out of people. And he's strong as hell. Like, his damage is so bad. So bad. Okay, so next we got... Alright, so next we got Val. I could say that Val is pretty good. I'd say that Val is pretty good. She's an okay character. I actually used to main her when I first started playing. Well, I used to main Lucian, Tori, and Val when I first started playing Brawlhalla. But, this isn't really about that. It's really how I feel right now. And when it comes down to Val, I'm gonna say that she's balanced. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of her moves are pretty agile. They're quick, they're fast, they're snappy. And her weapon combo isn't bad either. Gauntlets and sword is a pretty good weapon combo. Obviously, gauntlets aren't the easiest weapons to use. Like, they are really... it's possible to use them, but they aren't the easiest to use. But people who do use her properly, they're great players. I'm not finna lie. So I'm finna put her in S. But it's not because she's my main. Hattori, she's put up here because she's my main. Plus, she's just amazing. But Val, she's not up here because she's my main, or at least used to be my main, but she's up there because she genuinely has a pretty good weapon balance and stat balance. Alright, Ragnar. Okay, I don't really see a lot of people that play with him, but he be standing on business, bro. He's alright. He's a pretty good character. I would say he's above C tier for sure. He's probably B or A, simply because for one, his damage scaling is pretty balanced. Like, he isn't overpowered, but he isn't weak. You feel me? And then, he has the axe for hard hitting combos and, doing a lot of damage. But then he also got the guitars, which could help you with agility and, like just stacking damage or whatever. So I'm gonna have to put him in A tier. After that, we got Cross. Now, Cross is pretty. Obviously, he a mob dealer, a gangster or whatever. But he got like that demonic thing, you know what I mean, like that demonic whatever behind him, but he's a mob boss, bro. Like, what you expect? That nigga tough, you feel me? He got the blasters, obviously, and then he got the gauntlets when he got to put the hands on people who don't want to pay what they owe, you know what I mean? Like, it's really that simple. Like, he's pretty okay though. I'm not finna hold y'all. But a lot of cross players I don't really see too much nowadays, so just from my experience with him, I'm finna put him in B tier, because he really isn't that bad. He isn't horrible. So I like him. He's pretty much a B tier character. Tauros. Bro, Tauros is pretty tough, bro. I'm not finna lie. Like, that nigga really be out here just being aggressive as hell. Like, he's tough, bro. I'm not finna lie. He be doing some real reckless shit to people who we don't like, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'd have to say that Tauros is honestly up there for me, because like, he's just him. Like, I don't really know any other way to say it. Like, he's pretty strong. He isn't weak. Obviously, if he's strong, he's not weak. And I guess for me, he just makes a lot of the other characters seem weak in comparison. But I mean, I guess you could say that he's just, like a loose cannon, bro. That's pretty much what he is. And I could appreciate that. His weapon combo, the axe and the hammer, they aren't easy. Like, I don't know why people make it look like using the hammer is easy, but it's really not. Like, I've done it. For some, it might be easy, but for me, it really ain't. So I can appreciate a good Tauros player, which is why he's gonna go in B tier as well. He's okay. He's not bad, bro. You gotta give him that. Let me see. After that, we finna go on to Mirage, and Mirage is pretty okay. Her weapon combo is pretty nice too. Scythe and Spear. Not finna lie. Scythe is a pretty good weapon. It's not easy to use at all though. But once you master that, you're pretty much like set in stone, bro. You're not a bad player at all if you can master the Scythe. And then the Spear is just a great weapon for control, because for one, it's long range, you feel me? For two, my bad, I got a cold. For two, it does a lot of damage. Like, it really does. So I'm gonna have to give her A tier for sure. Mirage is pretty nice. Okay, so after Mirage, we got your girl Nyx. And yes, Nyx is a female. I know, I'm surprised too. But yo, this chick is crazy. Like, this chick is actually insane, bro. But she's tough though. Like, again, she's another Scythe player. Like, I think we coming up on the Scythe players now. She's another Scythe player, bro, and she's not bad at all. Like, I love her weapon style or weapon combo. Scythe and blasters, they're pretty good. Mind you, both of them are hard weapons to master, but once you master them, you're basically done, bro. Like, anyone you fight is going to shit themselves. Like, it's over for them. I'm gonna have to give her S tier, because that's your girl Nyx. All right, okay, so we got the GOAT, the G himself, Mordex. This man is crazy good, bro. He is honestly one of the most balanced characters for me. Mordex is, like, how could I say? Mordex is great. He's an awesome character. Scythe and gauntlets, perfect combination. On top of the fact that his weapons, bro, like his stats are so broken. He's so strong. I love him, and I'd say that I've seen a lot of Mordex characters. Not characters, sorry, Mordex players, and they're pretty fucking good. Not finna lie, they are pretty nice, bro. So you get that from me. All right, so next we got Yumiko. No, not Yumiko, my bad. We got Red Raptor, sorry. I almost forgot. All right, so Red Raptor. Here's the thing, bro. Red Raptor, he's full of cancer, bro. I hate Red Raptor characters simply because they always, sit there and just spam that friggin' big ass boot or the big ass fist. And for me, that makes, bro, that's stupid. Like, all of the other characters have, like, precision signatures or whatever, but his is just, if you're on the top or the bottom of him, you're done. If you're under or below him, what? I'm so fucking dumb, bro. If you're above or below him, you're pretty much, that's a sure hit, bro, because his whole thing is just so fucking big. And I don't get it, like, shit. Nah, I'm not finna sit here and give this nigga any more of my headspace. Alright, but Yumiko though. Yumiko, honestly, she's not bad. She's not bad. But you gotta learn how to use her because she has two of the most hardest weapons in the game to learn, which is the bow and the hammer. And like I said, any player that masters those weapons, perfect Yumiko player. And she's pretty broken when you use her right. Especially with the those three little wisps that she put down, and then when you hit one, it drags you into the other three, and then she just sets you up wherever she wants you. So it's pretty nice. She's pretty much like a great control character, and I like that about her. Next we got Artemis. Now Artemis, listen, bro, listen. Artemis is pretty cancer, not gonna lie. He is, but not for the reasons that y'all think. Not because he's a bad character, but because his players are just, they're pretty weird. And I'm not finna lie, bro, I'm gonna have to put Artemis in D tier for sure, because he's like, his weapon combo, first of all, Rocket Lance and Scythe, okay, that's not a bad choice. Like, that's a pretty good choice. But Rocket Lance, though, that's not, I don't really see it. I don't know, I don't see it, bro. It's not good to me. I don't like it. I don't like playing against him. I don't like playing with him. Artemis on the whole, if I'm playing a game and I see an Artemis in it, that kind of just makes me not even want to fuck with it no more. That's just me though, I'm sorry, man. But Caspian, this nigga a G, you feel me? The Riz Master himself. Stop playing, a real hot stepper. Stop playing with him. That nigga Caspian, he tough, bro. Like, not gonna lie, he got the guitars, he got the gauntlets, and he's pretty much like a magician. Like, he's not a magician, he's a thief, but at the same time, like, he got a few tricks up his sleeve. You see what I'm saying? Like, he really him though. Like, he tough, bro. I'm gonna have to give him A tier because, well, not over Yumiko though. Stop playing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give him A tier though because he's pretty alright. He's not bad at all. I like him. Okay, so next up we got Sidra. Sidra, she's like, man, Sidra is so, she's not washed or anything. I like her. Obviously, she's like a pirate as well. But like, she's not good. Like, I know people are gonna be like, you did not, but I did, because she's really not that good. She's not great. She has the sword and the cannon to me is it's a pretty good weapon once you know how to use it. but a lot of her signatures and stuff are like way too overpowered. I feel like she's a little bit broken, but she's not a horrible character. She's just not really up there for me, so I'm gonna have to put her in C tier. Now another character that we gonna look at is going to be my boy Zol. And Zol, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Zol is a menace. This nigga is just crazy. He has no sort of, like, he's just crazy. He's crazy. Like, that signature that he does when he just grapples you like the Get Over Here from Scorpion, and then he just whacks you and then sends you into oblivion. Like, that shit is scary. I'm not finna lie. So I'm finna put this nigga in, he's between B and A tier. He's strong as shit, bro. He has like 2 of the most broken weapons in the game as well, cannon and axe. So, and like I said, if anybody can master those weapons, they're pretty much up there, bro. So I'm finna put him in B tier simply because I feel like Zul is a really good character, but it just gotta be to where you can actually use him properly, bro. Like, that's just how I feel. I feel like once you start using him properly, you're gonna be a pretty good, like, you're good. You're set, bro. Kaya, I would have to say she's a pretty okay character as well. All of these characters are going to be okay for me. Like, I know I'm saying that a lot, but all of the characters are good in their own right. I want to preface this though, like, all of them are pretty good in their own right. It's just the player bases are really the deciding factor for me, because the way that people use the character really shows you exactly how much or how versatile that character is. See what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But Kaya, honestly, you can't hate a Kaya player, bro. They're pretty chill. They don't spam too much. The only thing I like about her is that goddamn elephant, but other than that, she's pretty alright, bro. I'm gonna give her A tier just because she's, for one, she got 2 pretty good weapon combos. She got the bow and the spear, and she's pretty alright. Like, I'm not gonna say that she's amazing, because she's not, but she is a pretty balanced character when it comes down to weapon stats and the weapon combination that she possesses. Okay, so next up we got Isaiah. Now Isaiah, obviously, you know, he's the commando and whatnot. He's a pretty okay guy. I like his weapon combo, the blasters and the cannons, simply because, you know, his cannon is basically a bazooka, and, you know, he got those Glock 45. Stop playing with him. Yeah, you know, he be blasting shit. He got his drone too that helps him move around and whatnot. But his weapon combo, for me, it's a little, I'm gonna say it's a bit obsolete, simply because, well, no, I'm bullshitting. He is a commando, so it does make sense. He got a rocket launcher and some pistols, but the characters that I see use him, a lot of them, they do use him pretty well. I've played with him before, and he isn't a bad character, but for me, he's just not anything above C. Like, not finna lie, but he's not like horrible where he's like at D or E or anything like that. Jiro, I like him. He's okay. Obviously, you know, he's like a ninja as well, like Hattori, and his weapon combo is actually a bit different. You know, Hattori has the sword and the staff, whereas Jiro got the sword and the scythe. And like I said, the scythe is one of the most broken weapons in the game, and I love seeing a good scythe player because the strings are just so beautiful. They're clean as fuck. So I would actually have to put Jiro in like A tier. Not gonna lie, I'm sorry. But next up we got Lin Fei. Now Lin Fei, she's like a Shaolin, you know, martial artist. Pretty okay. You got the cannon and the katars. Now that's the thing, the cannon, I don't see why that makes sense for her. Obviously, I feel like it's probably because Asori has the swords and the katars already, which is why they couldn't give it to Lin Fei. But the canon, I feel like it just doesn't fit her character enough. And the Lin Feis that I do see in games, they're pretty weird, to say the least. They're not horrible, but they are a bit weird. So I'm gonna have to put this in. I'm gonna have to put her in C tier for sure. All right, so next up we got Zario. Bro, Zario, nah, I don't fuck with him, bro. I'm sorry. Like, honestly, bro, Zario players are so goddamn cheesy. Like, they are corny and cheesy as hell. And then especially when they use that friggin' side sig with his what is it, with the gauntlet? Nah, with the bow, bro. Fuck the side sig with the gauntlets where he just brings out a shield and grabs you. I'm talking about that bow sig, bro, when he just zips towards you and then sends you to hell. Like, I don't like it, bro. Like, that shit is too easy. It's too easy to edge guard with it as well. Like, I don't know. I feel like his ranges, like the ranges that he could hit, are just a bit unproportioned, and it's a little bit, you know, it's trash, bro. I mean, he is a seraphim angel, which is pretty okay. I mean, it's a cool concept, but nah. Rayman, automatic E. Fuck that nigga. I'm not even about to explain nothing. All right, so next up we got Dusk. Okay, so Dusk, I mean, listen, I haven't played with him enough. The orb, I do use the orb in game. It's really not a bad weapon at all. But to be fair, his weapon combo is pretty balanced. He has the spear and the orb, you know, for close range, and then the spear for long range fighting and whatnot. And then his damage starts aren't bad at all. Like, they really aren't, and I like him. That's the thing. Like, he's pretty well balanced. I don't play him though, but the people that do play him, I feel like they earned their keep, bro. They earned their keep, because orb isn't really an easy weapon to play with either. Spear is, but orb not so much. So I'm gonna have to say Dusk would be a tier B character for me. Fate, love her, but she gotta go in C, bro. And here's the reason why. I play with Fate religiously. I love using her. She's an amazing character for me. Obviously, you know, she got the scythe and the spear. What the fuck? The scythe and the orb, sorry, my bad. But I just feel like a lot of her moves are a little bit too OP. Like, for one, she does have that move where she, you know, vanishes and then reappears like a few feet in front of her. And I'm going to be honest, bro, I don't feel like it's fair. Simply because if a character, like, for instance, if someone is trying to come off the edge, right? If they're trying to, you know, survive or whatever, they coming back, and then you use that person, basically they almost have no way to really defend against it, because it's so quick and it's so instant. And I feel like when she does that, it's pretty much a sure hit thing, especially if you just nip them. Even if you just nip them, like, they're gone, they're finished, they're done. You see what I'm saying? And then her orb is pretty balanced though. Like, they did balance her out with the orb, so I'm probably not gonna leave her in C. I'm probably gonna put her up to A, simply because she is a pretty well built character anyway. Like, her stats aren't bad either. So okay, so we got Thor up next. Thor, he's alright. You know, he has the hammer, obviously, and then the orb. And I'm not finna lie, the orb is honestly, I feel like, what is bringing him down. I just don't see why the orb makes sense to use with him. I don't know, but I'm not finna say that, you know, it's pure bullshit, because, you know, I wouldn't say that, but I don't know. I just don't really feel like the orb fits him as a character. But the hammer definitely, obviously, you know, Mjolnir and all of that. But I will say that I am going to put Thor in C. Stop playing with me. Yeah. Okay, so next up we got Petra. I don't like her. I don't like her. A lot of these characters I'm not really giving much thought to because I don't know. She just she too aggressive. Number one and number two, Petra players feel like they probably just, you know, the most powerful, I guess. They probably got like a false sense of validation from somewhere. I don't know, but I don't like them, and I don't like Petra. I'm sorry. Okay, so next up we got, what is this? Onyx? No, this is Vector. Yeah, this is Onyx. Yeah, so Vector. I hate that fucking side stick that he does. I can't stand it. He's clunky as shit. Big ass, head ass boy. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't like this nigga at all, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm not even sorry. I just don't like him. Volkov is pretty okay. He got the scythe and the axe, which is a pretty peculiar combination, but it's not like, you know, horrible. I could see it. The scythe I can see. The axe, I mean, sure. His stats aren't too bad either. They're pretty balanced, and they make it so that he isn't the easiest character to use, but he isn't the hardest character to use either. But he's basically in the middle, so I'll put him in B next to your boy. You feel me? Let me see who else. All right, so we got Onyx. Onyx, to me, honestly, he's always been a weird character. I can't say that I like him. I can't say that I hate him. You know, he's a gargoyle, but his whole moveset is just peculiar to me. Like, it's weird as shit. And his player base is cancerous as fuck, so he's finna go in E. I don't even care. Like, I'm not finna sit here and sugarcoat. I don't like him. Jae Yun is obviously an S tier character. Like, this nigga is tough, bro. Let's just be straight up. Let's be legit for a second, bro. Jae Yun, honestly, this nigga got 2 swords, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro? He got the great sword. He got the normal sword for niggas who ain't really saying nothing, and then he got the great sword for dudes who actually coming with smoke. You feel me? And he knows how to use both of them. Like, you can't beat that shit, bro. His player base isn't bad either. Like, I don't see a lot of Jae Yuns that are horrible at the game or that, you know, 6 spam, and I can appreciate that. I hate people who 6 spam, bro. Like, I will choose anyone else over someone that 6 spams any day of the week. Mako, E. Yeah, I don't care. She is... Nah, I don't like her. I don't. Mako is crazy weird. She's basically like that. First of all, that little swimming shit she does when she has her what is that? I think it's with the guitars. That swimming shit is, or is it with the greatsword? I'm not sure, but she's weird, bro. I don't like characters like, I see people spam that a lot. They spam that a lot. And when I say a lot, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, they really do spam the fuck out that move, and I hate it. And that's why I can't fuck with her, bro. Like, I'm sorry, I really can't fuck with her. So we got Magyar, right? Magyar, honestly, one of my favorite characters in the game. I'm not finna lie. And the reason he's in S tier is, well, 1, I use him a lot, and 2, he's legitimately like one of the only characters to have as much defense as he does. Like, you can literally get 10 defense with him, bro. He's armored up, like, he's really lit. And then on top of that, his animations are so scary. Like, bro, they terrify him, bro. That crawling shit that he does, I love doing that, because when I do it, people get, like, they fold, bro. Like, people really be jumping, bro. Like, every time. So I'm finna keep that nigga in S tier for sure. This guy. Reno, I should say. You know, Reno is basically like a bug. I don't know. what he is, but I guess you could say he's a bug. Mind you, I'm finna put this nigga in B, bro. And the only reason that I'm finna put him in B is because, bro, he really got dope, bro. He got like 4 blasters, and it is satisfying as hell to use his blasters and to actually hit the shot that you're going for. And then his orb is also pretty good too. His orb, like, he has pretty good weapon combos and weapon, I guess you could say, damage stats and whatnot. He's a pretty okay character. He's balanced as hell. And then I just like a lot of the animations used for his character, you know, his SIGs and all of that. So he's pretty good. Munin, not bad. You know, you got the bow and the scythe. Obviously, the scythe, not an easy weapon to use. So any scythe player that can play with him, they're pretty good. And the bow is also not the easiest weapon to play with. But a lot of people do spam, like they SIG spam with him too much. So I'm gonna have to put him in C. He would have been higher if his player base wasn't trash, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so next up we got Arcadia. Arcadia, I haven't seen a lot of players use her. I don't even know what her player rate looking like. But personally, I just don't really see the hype. I don't understand why people like her, and that beetle is fucking horrible. I fucking hate it, and I can't stand it, so she's gonna go in E. I don't care. Ezio. Need I say more, bro? Need I say? Nah, I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna say nothing. Tezca. One of the best players in the history of Brawlhalla. Love this man so much. Hella powerful. Agility is on 100. You feel me? He's a luchador, bro. Like, he's really not out here bullshitting. He really don't bullshit, bro. You feel me? Like, this nigga be standing on business. This nigga really be out here just going with it. Like, he's aggressive as hell, and I love his weapon combo. Battle boot and gauntlets. Battle boots are basically gauntlets for the feet, bro. Like, I'm not finna lie. And the fact that he has both means he's straight hands. He needs no weapons, bro. You feel me? Like, he really just folds you with his hands, bro, and his feet. Like, amazing character. S tier for sure. Also, he's one of my mains. I don't give a fuck. I'm biased. So what? Next up, we got Loki. Nah, I'm not even finna speak on them. 7. Okay, 7. Honestly, I've played with him a good amount. You can't hate him, bro. He's a pretty good character. It's just that a lot of his SIGs and stuff, they are like, they have huge damage splash and they have huge hitboxes and whatnot. So I can't say that I don't dread fighting against him, but it is fun to use him, I guess. But it's not really ideal to use him because a lot of people are going to make it seem like he's a good character, when in all reality, it's just really easy to play with him. Even though he does have the cannon, like, he is an easy player to play with, or an easy character to play with, my bad. Yeah. And last up, we got Theo. Bro, Theo, I'm not finna lie, she is the most horrible, cancerous piece of dog shit bro. Listen. Maybe I was a little bit too harsh. She's bad, okay? Not because of her, because of her players. Bro, if I tell you the amount of times she's constantly just been zipping back and forth, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That zippy shit she does. On top of the fact that when she's under the map, bro, sometimes you can literally get to the wall just by doing the I think it's her neutral signature, where she does like a little, you know, less than sign or whatever it is. No, a greater than sign, I mean. Like, she legit does it. It's like a sideways V, bro, and she can literally get from under the map onto the wall, which is pretty OP. But no other character does shit like that. And I don't really feel like that's fair. But I'm not finna hold it against her because it ain't her fault. But her character, bro, her player base is so fucking dog shit. I'm sorry. But yeah, guys, that was pretty much my tier list. And you know, obviously this is my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has separate opinions. People can like what they want to like, guys. Please don't feel like I'm attacking you guys if I put your character in E, except for the Rayman. Any Rayman that wants smoke, pull up, bro. I will dog walk you. I don't give a fuck. But anybody else, you feel me? Like, y'all are pretty good, bro. I'm not finna sit here and be upset over anybody telling me that you put my character on E or whatever. Like, you know, it's all fun and games at the end of the day, bro. And honestly, every Brawlhalla character is pretty good in their own way once you learn to use the weapon. So this is all opinion. This is impartial. I'm not gonna say it's not biased because it is, but yeah, hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys on the next one for sure, man. Y'all have a great day. Stay loved. All right, peace.